Well, congratulations. How does this feel?
Good. I have high expectations for myself, so I'm a little disappointed I didn't get him out of there faster. But I just want to thank my coaches and my family for all the support and everybody that tuned in and watched me. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
What was this whole experience like? The first pro fight on a huge card in a big arena. What was the experience like?
Yeah, no, it was great. I'm truly blessed. It's everything I ever imagined it, but I won't ever be satisfied until I got the belt. So, yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I got to do it in San Diego, other than, a lesser state. I don't want to bag on any states, but I'm glad I did it in San Diego.
Were there any surprises in there?
I would say yeah. Since it's my first fight, you can never. We don't spar with 4-ounce gloves on, so you got to be extra cautious because I didn't want to be the over-aggressive fighter tonight. I just wanted to see some punches, flow with it. It's a big learning experience for me.
What about your opponent? Was he what you expected, or did you have to adjust in there?
Yeah, he was. I thought he was more of a brawler, but it seemed like he kind of had a game plan. He was seemed like he was trying to counter-strike me a lot, which was kind of throwing me off just a little bit. I haven't, like I said, it's my first fight. So, in the future, I'm going to be able to adjust. I'm going to make little adjustments. Even my coach, Winkle John, he was, as soon as I walked out, we were talking about it. Just, when someone's trying to counter-strike you, feint a little bit more, little adjustments like that. I'm going to take it into my next fight.
And speaking of your next fight, do you have an opponent in mind or a date that you'd like to fight again?
Yeah, I want to, Bellator, Coker, if you hear this, please get me on the December card in San Jose. I was with the 49ers for 2 years, so I got to spend a little time in San Jose. And I'm gonna make sure I get freaking Brock Purdy out there, Fred Warner, George Kittle, if you could get me on that December card, So please get me on that.
Over here, just for your first pro fight, how did you feel you were doing in terms of making adjustments as the fight went on into that third round?
I was making little adjustments. I just know the more I practice, the more I start seeing punches, the more I could, I'll have more adjustments in my arsenal. I just felt like I was kind of a little bit limited right now. But it is what it is with the first fight. That's what you expect. I was playing it safe, not throwing. I didn't want to stand in the pocket too much. I was working the jab, leg kicks. That was the plan going in, and then work the wrestling. So I had a simple game plan going in, and obviously I wanted to test his chin a little bit. He had good reactions. I thought he was just gonna hold his chin up in the air and just let me punch him, but. He was a solid fighter. He was looking for my jab, and he was looking for a low kick. And so I had to be a little bit smarter on not just throwing a jab out there because he was going to make me pay for it.
Is there anyone you want to shout out for the A+ job they did on your T-shirts? Because you guys really did a good job with everything for your fight kits for this fight.
You liked them? Yeah. My manager, Dave Thomas, and his son, they were able to put them together. And then shout out to Jordan Matthews. He was an ex-teammate of mine. He was a really good friend, and we talked about this a long time ago. Even with my fight name, he was the one that gave me the fight name, the Incredible Hulk. So shout out to him, and obviously my manager, and like I said, Justin Thomas.
Final question. Obviously, there's still a lot of talk about the future of Bellator. Can you talk about what it felt like to know you still got an opportunity to start at the ground level, be one of those guys to be developed from scratch as a pro under the banner?
Yeah, no, I'm so blessed, so grateful that Coker took a chance on me. I promise him that I'll make him proud, and if Bellator sticks around, I'm gonna make him a lot of money.
What's up, Josh? Right over here, man, in the back. I must be mistaken if I don't mention the rendition of the Bass Pro Shops logo on your shorts this fight. I'm actually a full-time employee of Bass Pro.
Nice.
So I want to talk about and know about that logo a little bit more. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, ex-teammate of mine in college, Frank Delana, he made a podcast, and the Bass Pro Shop logo is iconic, so he used his brand and he mixed it in with the Bass Pro Shop, and he has a podcast, Bring the Juice, where he talks about just the mental side, of athletes and stuff like that, where he brings on like all types of different athletes, and they just talk about the mentality and what it's like to prepare and all that good stuff.
Super cool. Thank you. One thing I wanted to ask you too is, as we were sitting out there, I realized the corner of Spencer Smith was very loud. We were hearing him, further away. Did you hear that? And did that throw you off at all?
No, I could hear him loud and clear, but I'm kind of used to that in wrestling. Because I always had to transition really fast from football to wrestling. So I'd be competing in a college wrestling match 1 week out of football, and as soon as I step on the mat, their coach is already yelling that I'm tired and all this other good stuff. So I'm kind of used to just tuning them out,
What's up, Josh? Right over here, same side. Do you have as much fun as you expected in there? Do you feel like this is going to be the first of many professional fighting victories?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I'm really hard on myself. But I'm grateful and I'm blessed, and I'm gonna enjoy this victory. But I already told my coaches I gotta go harder. I gotta put all these guys in the dirt. I gotta smash all of them in the first round. I don't want to give any of these guys hope, So I'm just gonna prepare harder. But I'm gonna enjoy this victory because there's a lot that goes into us. Man, it feels like it's been about 3 years that I've actually got a good win. It all started at the end of college wrestling season. The COVID hit, so I didn't even get to compete in the NCAAs, and that kind of broke my heart. That ended my wrestling career. And then I don't even count, being on the practice squad for the NFL. If I'm not on the active 53-man roster, I fell short. So it's been about 3 years since I got to compete like that and, actually get a win. So, yeah.
Last one real quick. Do you want to see any other NFL players make the transition? Maybe Juice, maybe Trey Lance, maybe a Jordan Matthews type guy?
Listen, they got way too much money to be stepping in that octagon. They could use that money more wisely, invest and all the other good stuff. But if I feel like we all got that warrior spirit inside of us, whether you got money or not. So if you want to put it all on the line, we're half naked in the cage beating each other up. So if you want a part of that, might as well give it a try.
Thank you, Josh.
Good.